Namaste, beautiful friends. Welcome. Hey, this is a bonus. I don't usually do readings on Saturdays, but I have an appointment with a client this morning and I got ready early and I had absolutely nothing to do. So I thought I'd come spend a few moments with you. So I'm just going to pull a quick reading. Um, let's talk first about the astrology. This is March 8th. And so the astrology is the moon is conjunct Mars in Cancer at 17 degrees. And then the Pisces sun is trining Mars at 17 degrees. So this is kind of going to be a little complicated emotionally. So first of all, you're going to have that kind of initiative energy. I want to get started on something. I want to move forward. There's a lot of action. Like there's this surge of energy, but the emotions are a little bit complicated. So you may have some kind of anger come up. My guides are saying anger from fear. There may be some triggering. And so you may get this boiling temper. And then all of a sudden you need the release, which might be just a great cry. So my best advice today, as per the astrology, is create an emotional safe space for you today. But also be aware that others are going through some complicated emotions and there may be some meltdowns today. All right, let me cleanse and clear the space, and I'm going to pull a quick read for Saturday. Right, my beloved peeps, thanks so much for being here. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to my channel. If you find this video helpful, please like it and also leave me a comment. I appreciate your comments. Even if it's constructive criticism, I appreciate your comments, no matter what they are. Also, if you find these little daily guidance readings helpful, please hit that notification bell so that you can be aware of when I post new content. All right, I'm using the Enchanted Blossoms Oracle by Carla Morrow. I'm going to be using the Eye of Zen Romance Oracle by Jennifer Walker Zen. And then I'll be using the Crystal Visions Tarot. And that is by, hold on just a minute, Jennifer Galasso. All right, so all clean decks, so usually that brings really crisp energy. So let's get started. Persistence. So there's something in the energy today that there might be, you need to stick to it through the emotional breakdown, and then we have compassion. Be compassionate that others are going through this today. They just don't have the same awareness and understanding that you do. So this is a day for like road rage. That's kind of the energy that you may feel, is that you're stuck in traffic. You really want that initiative to go, go, go. You want to move forward. You want the traffic to start moving. And then somebody cuts in front of you. So you just lose it. That's kind of the energy. So you may see some incidences of road rage today. Remember, you want to keep things pretty calm and create an emotional safe space for yourself. Maybe put on some favorite music that's uplifting to you. Try and stay out of any kind of difficult arguments. It's just not the day for that. Today is a day to kind of give yourself some comfort. All right, let's see what the Romance Oracle has to say. Spiritual. Traditional values or spiritual lessons need to be learned. That is like the, I think the Hermit card. And then there's hope. We have hope and compassion. And all is not lost. A positive, favorable outcome is still possible. So if you're struggling with something that you've just kind of lost all hope about, don't give up. But also connect to, this would be the emotional safe space. Connect to your spiritual self. Maybe go within. It's hermit energy for me. So maybe go within and just kind of allow the emotional day to play out without a whole lot of activity from you. I just feel like that might be the best course of action. If there is a conversation that needs to be had, or you have, a controversial event planned, like you have a meeting with a client and you feel like you're going to have to give some constructive criticism, it might be a good day to either soften that, or just so that they don't react, or maybe postpone it to another day. All right, let's get some details from the tarot. There's the Nine of Wands. That is the persistence card. That is perseverance. So there's something that you're working on, or you've been trying to move forward on. You feel like that initiative, and you're just stuck in traffic on it. You're just not making headway. Be persistent. All is not lost. There is still hope you're going to get a favorable outcome. Look, here we have the Ten of Cups. Oh, we have the Ace of Swords in reverse. King of Cups. That's that Cancerian energy with the moon squaring Mars in Cancer. Two of Cups. So this could be about a relationship with a Cancerian. Doesn't have to be. The Sun. There's that optimism. There's that hope. So don't lose hope. That Sun is Leo energy. So you may be dealing with a Leo, or you may feel a lot of fire, passionate energy with that Mars, the two Mars aspects today. So basically what I'm getting from this is there's not a clear direction forward. And for this, it would be kind of like, this could be a spiritual connection. This is a relationship you've been struggling with. And I feel like this compassion card is definitely having compassion for self, that you've been through so much with this relationship. It feels like you've worked really, really hard to stabilize this relationship. You've put a lot of energy into it. And I feel like, this could be about your family. This could be a marriage where you have children. It could be something that just made you really, really happy, but for right now, it just seems to be taking a turn that it's not as happy. I don't feel like this Cancerian energy, it's a Cancerian masculine energy, is being very forthright or communicative, maybe kind of emotionally shut down. So you're starting to get really frustrated. It feels like there's a temper boiling over here. And then we have the Two of Cups. See, the cups, we have the Ten of Cups, the King of Cups, the Two of Cups, and this is all emotional energy. So that is indicating this kind of emotional boiling point. There seems to not be a whole lot of communication, but there's a deep committed feeling here, but it's not being expressed. And I feel like this King of Cups is also that indication of the astrology to kind of rein in your temper. This feels like it might be a very emotional, it's very relationship centered. I'm going to pull another relationship romance oracle card. There is definitely some lesson to be learned here. And when I say traditional values, this feels like a marriage. Somebody that, and it feels like the energy of it is not, this has been a kind of a long-term marriage by somebody, they've been married for quite a while. It doesn't have to be obsessions. There are strong desires and attachments here in this relationship. Now, this could be you, it could be them, it could be another person. We're going to find out. This could be where that Leo energy is coming in. Could be that your significant person has a strong attachment to a Leo. It doesn't have to be. It's energy. Oh, Three of Cups. Feels like there is kind of a third party here. Three of Pentacles confirming it. Okay. That's hard to hear, and that might trigger that emotional boiling point, but I'm just going to say, and this isn't for everybody, but there is somebody out there that is in a long-term committed relationship, that their partner is in, has another strong attachment to somebody else. And I feel like you've put a lot into this. There's the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like this is something you're going to have to transcend. There's the Queen of Pentacles. Ooh, that's Capricornian energy. Earth sign. You may be an earth sign. Remember, this is a general read. The signs may be flipped. I haven't used this deck in a long time. The other person could be an earth sign, maybe a Capricorn. There's the Ace of Wands. That's fine. That's definitely like the passion, that passionate energy. Let's pull one more. Yep, they said two. The World card and the Knight of Swords. Okay. Feel like there's going to be kind of, I think maybe somebody's going to find out about their partner being unfaithful. It's something that they didn't expect. You know, they just had no idea. And it really stings. And so what I'm going to say, and even though this is one of those moments that you're going to erupt into rage, and justifiably so, I'm going to say, create an emotional safe space for yourself and give yourself some time to process this. You know, go into your hermit mode. Maybe not have that conversation today. I really feel like this is a thing for self-care first. So take care of self first. But I definitely feel like there is some sort of connection outside the marriage. And there's something about this Wheel of Fortune. I don't know. I mean, my guides are saying that this is a purposeful spiritual lesson that you have to learn. And maybe it's about detachment. Or maybe understanding that this person's actions, although they affect you, this is kind of temporal. It's not necessarily, you know, this is about the spiritual world. This is, what is this here to teach me? And I feel like, as hard as that is to hear right now, at some point, this is going to be a kind of a blessing, this illumination of this, because it helps you to realize where there was a significant problem in the marriage. Now, I don't know if this has become a physical relationship or if this is like a work wife or, you know, work husband relationship. I'm getting the sense that this is somebody that they work with, that maybe they just have some really strong feelings for. Maybe they've been stalking their social media. You know, maybe they're just like super, super attractive and there's just something about their aura that attracts your partner. But it feels like there is some infidelity at some level. I don't know that it's become, you know, a full-blown affair. I'm not getting that indication from the energy that this is a full-blown affair. I feel like it's an infatuation with somebody, possibly at work. But it addresses and identifies something in the marriage that is not strengthened enough. And I feel like this is a symptom And just don't shoot the messenger. It's a symptom of something that's wrong in the marriage, and it has to do with communication. Emotionally distant. Somebody's emotionally distant here. And I feel like that's what's being illuminated. Now we have this world energy. I feel like there's an opportunity for this is like a reformat of your marriage, where you're going to reformat it. And it's going to turn out blissfully. That's why this hope card is here. And compassion. I mean, have compassion for self, but also realize this is a symptom, and that this could be an indication of where something needs to be fixed in your relationship for the long term. I think there's love here. I think there's a lot of love here, but I feel like there's a distraction, and that distraction is the indicator of some sort of symptom of a lack of communication in this relationship. I think there's a lot of taking for granted, making assumptions is the energy that I'm getting. And I feel like this work wife or work husband is very alluring and very compassionate and very, oh, please tell me how you're doing, very emotionally supportive. But I think it's all more of an act. I think there's some clarity here. Let me ask, how do you find out about this? Does this person tell you? Seven of Wands. That's their reaction. They get defensive. I feel like it's either a text message. They said full romance oracle. It's either a text message, you read a text message, or an email. You just stumble upon it. Now, don't go searching. Don't violate somebody's privacy because of a suspicion. It's something that will reveal itself to you somehow. There's regrets. An unhealthy reflection on the past. Forgiveness is required for healing to begin. Appropriate. Let's see. I'm going to pull one more. Control. Assert yourself and take charge of your destiny. And there's that Wheel of Fortune connection right there. This is part of a fate. You got the Wheel of Fortune and you got the World card. This is part of your spiritual lesson. This experience, as unhappy as it is, and that's why you're probably going to have that good cry. There's probably going to be rage. Here's the Eight of Swords in the challenge position. You're going to kind of feel trapped in this energy for a bit. It's going to linger for a while. And then we have the Ten of Wands. Okay. We have the Knight of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles. Yeah. Let's see. We have the Knight of Wands. Kind of don't do anything impulsive. Like I said, just allow yourself some time to process this. We have the Knight of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles. You feel like you're getting left behind, that this person is making kind of a rash decision and not considering the longevity of your relationship. I don't have an indication of how you are going to be informed of this, whether they come forward and tell you. I don't think so. I think this is something that you find in happenstance. Here's the Four of Cups on the bottom. This is that melancholy. Bottom of the deck. Family. Told you it had something to do with family. This conflict is resolved. The healing has begun. So once you have this, the opportunity to become aware, and then you go through your little emotional safe space, good cry, anger, good cry, give yourself time to process in hermit mode. Then when you come back to the conversation, you're going to find out, I feel like it's not as bad as you think. I feel like, and I'm just getting this from my guides, so I feel like the other person is more pursuing and your person is just responding. And I feel like, it's more of a temptress situation. That's why I said that Queen of Pentacles is kind of, they're very alluring. I get a siren energy where they're, and then bottom of the deck of this, pride. Don't let your pride step in the way here. You've invested a lot in this relationship. This is a spiritual lesson, and it's an indication that there's something in this relationship that needs to be fixed. And once you start to become aware, spiritually process, ask yourself, what is the lesson here? What can I learn from this? How can I move forward in this relationship? Because you're going to feel betrayed. But if you step away from your pride and your ego, allow yourself time to process, go through the emotional anger, cry, how can they do this to me, victim, and then take control. Empower yourself to say, wait, what can I learn from this? How could this be a symptom of what needs to be fixed in the relationship so we can address it and improve on it and make it better? I think that's the outcome. All right, that's what I have for you. I hope it helps. Please let me know in the comments, and I will see you tomorrow for another reading. I am Elle, wishing you well, hoping you have a wonderful day, and until I see you tomorrow, namaste. Thank you so much for your likes, your subscribing to my channel, and your very kind comments. I hope you found this video helpful. Please check out my other videos for other messages that will help you enhance your spiritual well-being. I'm Elle, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you again. Until then, my dear friends, namaste.